And we are now live. So, hello everyone. This is the 7th Buzz of Caldshire map making stream. Hello, another TTV viewer, which is probably a bot. I'm pretty certain it's a bot. So, well, yes. GZ11. Hello. Ringside Warriors and Thicker. Yes, hello everyone. Just check the chat again. Oh yes, Albastro916. You didn't pop up in the user and chat view for some weird reason. I'm baking, so won't be chat active. Just popping by to say hi. Well, that's okay. Hi Albastro as well. I'm glad you popped by. Alright, so OMSI editor is just loading up. So just check if it's there. Yeah, it isn't there yet. So I will switch to the other screen when it's actually loaded up. So yes, hello everyone. I'm just going to reload the page again, because since you didn't show up, I'm not sure who else might be in the chat not showing up in the list. That's strange. Albastro, you're still not showing up in the users in chat list. Well, still, hello. And also six viewers without accounts. Hello as well. Yes, I'm just going to check now it's loaded. Alright. I'm switching to the other scene now. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, it does work. Alright, so we're just loading up the map. Because last time we spent, I'd say most of the time driving around. Well, the first hour I tried out Kian's repaint and my own repaint. And then in the second hour I spent all the remaining time doing two houses. The hedges were even there. It was just the gardens, basically, of the two houses, which I do realize that it took quite a lot of time. So I'm trying to speed things up this time. So yeah, there we are. So there's the two houses. That's Slovak Eagles and an unknown neighbor. Well, actually no. He said his neighbor was Ned Flanders. So that's him right here, apparently. Alright, so I think where we're going to build today, I think this will be right here. So actually I'll just quickly make the cursor bigger just to show it better, but I will make it smaller again afterwards. Yeah, it does this weird thing where it goes back to overview. I have no idea why that is. Right, so it might be a bit too big, but hey, you can see it. So at the moment we're here. The two houses in Brand-New we did, well, the gardens of which we did last time. And today I think we're going to be working on this area. So between Source and Troppelford, like along the coast. I think that could be fun. Alright, I'll just make the cursor smaller again. So yes, around Troppelford. So we might even get to make the outskirts of Troppelford at some point. Maybe in the stream. We will definitely make them at some point. But I'm not sure if it'll be a point in this stream or a future stream. So I'm just going to reload the page again. Here, there you can hear the cows. Which last time didn't show up. Well, actually the stream before, I believe. There we go. So it's, who's in the chat? Yeah, there's a bunch more people. Albastro96 always said hi. And George Bus 01. Hello George Bus. Welcome to the stream. I think this is your first time being here, actually, in one of these streams. So yes, hello. This just, yeah, you can hear the cows mooing in the background pretty loudly, probably. So there's just Brendel Inn right here. And well, today I'm just going to show the map again. Today we're going to be working on the Chopple, like on this route, on the green one. So from Source and along Chopple, like towards Choppleford, that sort of area here. And yeah, I'm just going to go over there real quick. Here you can see the ocean in a few seconds, right there. Yeah, I really like that. How the road sort of curves down the hill here. Yeah, it just goes. I'll just show you real quick. I don't think you've seen the route so far, because I have shown multiple times on previous streams, but I don't think you're ever here, George Bus 01. So yes, there's the inn right there. And that goes there will be fields all the way here, everywhere there, and it goes like over the hill, then down there, and then you can see the like just going towards the ocean. Welcome to Source, and it doesn't say welcome to, but still, please drive carefully, and then it just curves around down there, and then there's the bus stop, Source and Beach. And if you're wondering where the beach is, well, there it is. Yes, yeah, that's basically Source End right here. Up there will be like a sort of, like a short in the town route, so not going across multiple towns, between multiple towns, so which will be serviced by like buses like the Opta Solo. At least at the moment that's the plan. Yeah, and there goes to Queensland, which I haven't done anything of so far. So yes, and we're going to be working on the area right down this road right here. So here's the bridge we did in one of the previous streams. Actually, yeah. I think it turned out really nice with this gorge right here. This is definitely one of my favorite areas on my map. On the map. Right, I'll reload again. One new viewer, Ginal, if that's how you say your name. Hello, Ginal. Welcome. So yes, this route is, as you probably already know, I mean, new viewers might not know, but as most of you will probably know, this map is set in... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm just going to exit and go back in. So yeah, the Bars of Caldshire route is set in the fictional county of Caldshire, which is sort of based on... Oh, what's that? It says it as additional content manual? Huh, that's weird. I've never seen that before. I don't know. Well, anyway, Bars of Caldshire is set in the fictional county of Caldshire in the UK, which is sort of based off of Devon, Dorset area in real life. Well, sort of like inspired by it, not really like rebuilt. It's not really it's not a real area that's just fictionalized. It's sort of a fictional area which is inspired by real life, or real life areas. I'm just going to be waiting until... Actually, I haven't started it. I thought I'd started it just then. Anyway, we're just going to be waiting until it loads up again. And then I'll start building towards Choppleford. And now there's 10 people watching without accounts. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Yes. Alright, just gonna be waiting a few seconds more till it's all loaded up. There we go. Alright, it's all loaded. So we're going to be building towards this direction, but I am going to add a few more tiles right now, because I don't want to like make the terrain all perfect here and then I'll have to redo certain bits, because because if I add some tiles it won't match up perfectly anymore. So we'll do those first, add those first, and then I'll build there. Right, so I think that should be, yeah, that should be enough. So, because if there's like hills there, you won't see the edge there, or there. So I think that should be enough. And I will actually paint, actually I will add one more here. Actually 2 more. And I'll paint it first and then I'll lower, actually how many is that? Huh. Oh right, because it's the other way around. I mean, should I add one more tile along this or not? I'll just go for it, because there isn't really anything on those tiles anyway, so I don't think it will impact the performance that much. I've always started, so should be fine. Alright, I'm just going to paint those and then I'll lower them down. And I know I do have the sand texture now, but I've already started with this, and I do like the sort of look with the red sand, which is sort of reminiscent of the sand in Devon in real life. I do think I'll leave it like this for this area. Alright, this should be fine. Then add some more water. Well, any water. Because I don't have any under these tiles. So where was that? I think on a tile. Add water, there we go. So add water for all of those and then I'll lower them down. Alright, and now I'll lower them down. I think it's minus 10 meters. And I'll turn the intensity way up to the maximum. Because there isn't anything to be careful about really when you're doing this. So it is much better to have a higher intensity. Or speed as it's called. I guess it is speed, in a way. Alright, I mean, how do we want it to look? So just curving around that. I think that'll look good. And now to stitch those together. Probably like that. I think that's alright, and then I'll... Actually, do we want another bridge here? That could be interesting, but I'm not sure. It would be nice, but it will make this bridge a little less interesting and a little less like... It won't be that special anymore if there's another bridge just there. Perhaps. I will shut this off again, and then maybe in the future add another. Because it doesn't really necessarily make sense to have like rivers this close together. I mean, it could be, but I'm not sure if that's really if I should do that. So I'm just going to reload again. Some people have left. 4 viewers for accounts. Still, if you're the same people, which you might be, that could be a possibility, or you're 5 new people. So whichever way, hello. I'm just going to make this road go along the coast here. Maybe even go uphill again. Actually, I forgot to stitch that together. So I'm just going to bring this terrain up to, or down to height 0, so there isn't a gap anymore. Like that. Yeah, I think yeah, I'll make the brush a bit larger. Like that. Alright, that's all stitched together. And now for the road. Actually, I'll first put the terrain down, and then I'll put the road beside it. Well, beside the hills. I think something like that should be fine. Yeah. And I'm just going to erase the terrain here. I think this should be fine. I think it should be a bit steeper right here. So I will make it a bit more intense, more, well, speed. I'm going to up the speed a bit of the brush. I think that should be alright. Then maybe a bit steeper right there. And I will erase the sand or earth, as it's called. Actually, what is it called? Erde, which does mean like soil. It does mean soil in real life. Well, not in real life. In English, that's the one. All right. Remove that. And although it's called soil, I'm just going to use it as like red sand, because it does also look like that, kind of. And we'll probably put rocks over that, so we'll probably not even see this bit of the terrain anyway. But I'm going to really erase it a bit, so that in case we do see it, it looks alright. So now for the road. Oh, didn't mean to turn that camera like that. Well, the camera like that. Not that steep. Well, sharp. Like this. Then other way. Again, not that sharp. Okay. Actually, I do want to make this quite hilly and quite like a bit like a roller coaster, because in real life the X53 route, well, what was back then the X53 route from first Hampshire and Dorset, it was quite like the roller coaster where the road always went up and then down, went up and down. I do want to sort of simulate that, not on that big of a scale, but sort of just a bit up and down, up and down. I think that will make for a pretty unique driving experience. Alright, 150. Oh, how about that? I think so. Then maybe bring it down again. Then maybe 300. And then curve back again. Like that. And you can also super elevate the road, I mean. I might do that, but I'm not sure if it's really that, if you really need that right here. I mean, if the curve would be that sharp, like that, then probably yes. But that was just a mistake. Like this. Then maybe not that. I won't leave it that long, because I do want Buzz to get up that. Like that, and then maybe a bit longer again, these segments. then maybe up again. I mean, perhaps. Actually, no. I'll bring it a bit more down. Sort of this, and then perhaps just flattening out the curve a bit. Not 20. That's far too high. For this area at least. Alright, like this, and then curve it a bit more to this side. Alright, that should be fine. And I will align it align the train to the road, and then I'll lower it down again towards the sea, because I don't want it to float, and adjusting it manually is far. Actually, I think I can try. Yeah, I can change the dam angle, so maybe 10. Oh no, that's the wrong way. 50. Yeah, like that. I never used that feature until now, but it does seem to be really useful. Actually, should I have like a beach right here? I mean, not like that obviously, but maybe further down. That could be nice. I'm not sure if it's too close to Saw Sands Beach. Right there. I mean, no. I think it should be fine. So I'm going to lower it down a bit. So set height to 10 maybe. Actually, I'm going to reload again. No one knew. Alright, I think, well actually, maybe 3 or so. That's the wrong size. Actually, no, it should be far lower, because the water height is -10. So, I believe. Actually, no, it seems to be -5. So I'm going to make it well, not 4, -4. Like that. So that the approach into the ocean isn't that steep. And I'm not going to make it this large, the beach. It is a bit too huge. Like this, and then I'll lower it down to cut off some of the beach on the outside. Like that, that's much better. Like this, and then I will erase some of the. Actually, no, I will lower it. I'll just lower it, because I did mean to lower it previously, but I forgot about that just then. All right, and then I'll flatten it a bit and erase the soil texture or sand texture, whichever way you want to look at it. I'll rubber that away from the cliff. That's too small. All right. Like something like this probably. Well, I erased a bit too much then, like this. I think this looks, well, it's a bit steep right here. Actually, what I might do, I will erase some of this, and then I'll make the dam angle a bit wider, and then I'll maybe let it start somewhere there. Like, yeah, I will try that, because I don't want it to be that steep. toward, like from the road to the beach. So where was this? 50, maybe 40? I mean, it's still really steep. 30. I think that was the default dam angle. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think it was the default. So yes, I won't bother doing that. Well, I won't do that here, because the beach is supposed to end right there. So just put that down a bit. And on this side. I think this looks alright, and then I will do like shrubbery and trees right here, so you will be able to see the beach from there. And then it's sort of like here. I mean, should I use this texture right here, or should I use the actual sand texture like this? Actually, perhaps maybe both, because I do want. Alright, so I will just quickly show you what it looks like in real life, what I'm basing it off of. So it is supposed to be like the Route 3, from Stagecoach to the Route 3, going from Dartmouth to Plymouth. It shouldn't be exactly like that, but just imagine that Dartmouth is sort of saw sand, like on this route, like saw sand, and then Plymouth is Pondlestead, where it sort of goes along the coast. I mean, on this one it does go off of the coast and in the middle of the land right here. Well, not in the middle of the land, but in the middle of that area, sort of. But mine is going to go all along the coast, like here, you can see. Maybe branch a bit off right here, like after Ashheath Sands, perhaps. So because Ashheath Sands are supposed to be like this, I believe. I haven't quite decided on that yet, but after that I do want to branch a bit off and then return back to the sea, like I drew on there. I'm not sure yet. But it's supposed to look like this area, and the beach I just drew, like this, I just did, is supposed to be a bit like Blackpool Sands, right here. I'll just switch to 3D. So it is supposed to look a bit like that, obviously not that large, but the bus route in real life is going along this, and you can see the beach from here. So see, if you're like in the double-deck bus, this is further down. But if you're going along there from Dartmouth and then along this, you can see Blackpool Sands right here, and then it sort of goes right, like it sort of leaves the coast a bit, and then goes down, and then there's the bus stop for Blackpool Sands right there. Yes, should I actually I could do that. That could be good. That could be nice. That perhaps if I do make it a bit larger, the beach, maybe I could have the road come down, then have like this bus stop right there. I mean, that could be good. I think I might do that. I mean, I'm not sure if it fits right here, but maybe if I do like another beach. Yeah, I will do that. I won't do it on this beach, but I will do it on another beach. Because this one is just a bit small, and extending it, I don't think it really fits like a large beach right here, right? Because the town is right there, will be right there, and then I would just be like, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a mile, maybe not even that, and then another huge beach. Just gonna reload again. Right. Yes, I will. Actually, yes. The texture. I think I'll use both. So I will put excuse me. We'll put this on top and then erase a few bits of it so that the other texture is peeking through. And then on the next speech we would just have this texture. I think that could be nice. I mean, well, that isn't looking that good. Actually no, I won't use this texture yet. I will use this one, and then on the next speech I'll fully use the other one. So like that, and then rubber a bit off the cliffs. Like this, and then -4 was it? I'm pretty sure it was. Yes, and then I'll just make this sort of merge into the hill there. I mean, it is a bit blocky. And this should be fine, probably. Yeah, I'm not too sure on how to fix that. I mean, I'll leave it like this. Like that. Alright, now I'll place some of the shrubbery and trees, and then I'll place the boulders, or rocks. I always call them boulders because, well, they are rocks, I suppose. And also I will lower the train here, because it is sort of sliding onto the road. So just lower the intensity, and then I'll lower the terrain with that low intensity. Alright. And actually I forgot to do this, but I will fill this area up with land, because I don't want it to be like elevated like that. Actually, what height is the road right there? I think it says on the top there, so I think 7 is right, so I think that it's this number right there. So if we go there, 8.5, exactly 8.5. So just try entering that. Actually, yeah, we'll try entering that into the box right here, and it should work. And not minus. Just 8.5. Then hopefully it'll work. Oh, the speed is far too low. Like this. I mean, I do think that worked. Yeah, I'll just lower it to that, and then I'll flatten the road again, like the terrain by the road. Like this. And the dam angle is far too, well, the dam angle is far too high again, because I forgot to lower that again. So what was that? 50. I think that should be fine. Like this. And I'll just put a few more yeah, I'll do a bit more. I'll make it a bit more hilly, because at the moment all of this is 8.5 meters. So like this. Actually no, the brush is too small, well, too large, and the size is too small. Well, no, let me start again. The size was too big and the speed was too low. That's the right phrasing. Yes, alright. And then I'll flatten the road again. Like, actually, yeah, that area is looking good, but here it's still dropping down. So I'll raise this manually. This should be fine. Actually, no, here it drops down all the time on the other side. So I will raise it a bit, and then I'll flatten the road again. So like this. Just lowering the speed. Slavic Eagle says, hello. Hello Slavic Eagle. I'm glad you joined the stream. You're not showing up in the users in chat list for some reason. But still, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hope you are alright. We're just doing the coastline here. So, because on the 94 route, I'll just get the Google Maps window again. Because the 94 route is like, it goes from Tossington to Pondlestead, and it is supposed to be a bit like, sorry for being late, had few things to do. I'm doing fine myself, thanks. How about you? I'm doing fine as well. Also, it is completely fine that you're a bit late. I mean, you're the one who even watches the stream, so yeah, I'm glad you came. And I am fine. So the 94 here is based on the Route 3, the Stagecoach Route 3 in real life. It's sort of inspired by that, which goes from Dartmouth along this beach right here. So see, there's a road going on that, and there's water on this side, the Slapton Lee National Nature Reserve, and the ocean. And then it, what's it called again? Torcross, right. It goes like around that, and then into the, like more into the land, it goes away from the coast. Kingsbridge, Modbury, Yelmpton, and Plymouth. That looks really interesting. Yeah, I agree. The route, like in real life, this route, it's really pretty. I've been on it a few times, not that many, but it is a really pretty route. It goes along the sea, like from the first half or first bit of the route, it goes, well, depending on from where you're going, it goes along the sea, and you can, along this bit, you can always see the ocean. It's really nice, and that's why I'm sort of taking inspiration from that to my own route, the 94. Actually, I've called it the 94 because before Stagecoach took over this area, it was actually called the 93, the Mayflower link, because in real life, the Mayflower actually set off at Dartmouth, went along the coast to Plymouth, and then across to America. And that's why they call it the Mayflower link. And I'll actually get a picture of that. Actually, no, I will, before I do that, I will actually show you what this looks like. So sort of here. I didn't mean to scroll back there. The road between the sea and the lake is what inspired that lake section on my narrow gauge. Right. We have something like that in Slovakia too. I see. I thought you inspired it from that particular one. But it is very nice, and I can see the resemblance. Yes, yours is really pretty, and also all the bushes as well. They are great as well. They do look really realistic along that. Yeah. So, all right. So when you're coming from Dartmouth right here, let's get a picture of what buses run on there usually. Just for additional information. So yes, these buses, the Alexander ALX 400 buses, the Dance Trions. Now I want to go to England, just to drive down this road. Yeah, I mean, yes, I can understand that. It is a really pretty road, even though I haven't driven on it myself. I have rode buses there, and it's really pretty. But yes, these buses run on that, usually. Sometimes also in Barra 400s, but mostly these. And yeah, on the Route 3, along that, yeah, if they're coming from Dartmouth and then they're going along that. And also double-decker, as you saw just now. And you can see the Blackpool Sands right here. This is sort of like a I think you have to pay to go into this beach. It's like an attraction. And you can see the beach right there. There's the ocean. And then you're going down there. And then it sort of goes downhill and downhill and downhill until it... skip that. There's a bus stop right there. You can barely see that. Actually, there's the bus stop. And here's the entrance to the beach. So you can see they've got signs and everything like no dogs, beach cafe, beach shop, water sports. And there the road, they didn't even drive down there, the Google Street View car. But that's what it looks like. Oh, this road in the forest. Oh, this looks lovely. Oh, this road in the forest reminds me of Japan for some reason. Alright, I can see that. It could be in Japan. Especially if these trees right here, if they were pink, like the cherry blossoms in spring. Yeah, that would look much more like Japan, but I do see the resemblance. Yes, so that's what it looks like in real life. It looks really nice there. Yes, I agree. And right here, so this is what mine looks like. I mean, it isn't supposed to be an exact copy, but it is like I've just started this area just now, and like this is the area I've had before with the bridge, which took quite a while to do because I didn't know how to correctly attach objects to the road, to splines. So I've put all those down manually until someone told me how to do it, and then just went really fast from there. But this is the bridge with the gorge. I forgot what I called it, but I did write it down what this gorge is called. And then it goes along. This is what I've done before, and then this is new, which I've done this stream. And it goes along that. The next step will be to put the shrubs down and everything, the trees, the rocks there. But I will show you what the buses looked like before, when first when first operated in the region. First Mayflower 93. Yes. See, they've had Dennis Trident, Plexton Presidents running on that, which this livery, it's really, really similar to the active. See, there's it going along the beach there, and this one's called the 93. Well, was called, and that's what I've called this route the 94, because it is supposed to be sort of like that area. And actually, this livery right here, it's really similar to the X53 livery, what it looked like before they did new liveries. So this livery, and that's really the similarities, like the waves like that and the wavy text and everything. Just the colors are a bit different, and the text obviously. But yes, I've never seen these parts of this livery before in real life. I've only ever seen it when Stagecoach operated there. But still, it's nice. Alright, I will add the shrubs first, I believe. Yeah, just the shrubbery. And then, actually... Oh yes, and then I add the trees after that. Okay. I mean, I think I'll add a few more rows of bushes there. Alright. For some reason the cursor didn't show up then. I think I will put the bushes down here and a few of the trees, and then I'll just make a quick test drive of this area if the buses traverse that correctly, and then I'll switch to the editor. I promise I won't spend a huge while driving again, because I do actually want to continue developing. So yes, I will... Alright, I will... A few seconds. I will try that. So this is roughly what it'll look like. Actually no, I will put it like this so I know when the new area starts from when I'm driving. I mean, it's not really needed, but I will still leave it like this for now. I will, of course, put some more rocks over that after. But we'll quickly drive on that. Yes, I will just reload again. Alright. There's 5 people watching without accounts. Hello everyone. Yes. Just loading up OMSI 2. Yeah, I really like this livery. I've even recreated that on the ALX 400 for OMSI 2, and it's not this one. That's actually funny because I've done that livery, like this livery for the ALX 400 Trident, and I haven't released it, but I have made it, and then shortly after someone else had made and released also this version, not the version, but also this livery for the Volvo B70L ALX 400, and it's just such a coincidence that this particular livery was created in roughly the same time. So yes. Alright, we're loaded up. So I'll just go in there. Current date, current time, current was it current, I think current month, current year, and current time. No, current date, current time, current year, I think. Yeah, I think it's that. Source end. Alright. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll just spawn in a bus. And I hope the audio is fine as well. I mean, the traffic won't be that loud when I'm actually driving. Because, well, the windows will be shut and it won't be that loud, but I hope the audio will be fine. If it isn't fine, then please let me know. And I hope you could even hear what I said just now, or what I'm saying right now. Because if you didn't, then, well, I don't know what I would do. Alright, let's go for the MAN A21, the UK edition, the UK edit, as it were. I'm going to go for the ZF one. I'll just drive down this, like, from here and then from the other side to see if it's... Actually, no. I'll drive it with the poly light, or the street light in real life, because that is known to have problems climbing slopes. And I do want that bus to be able to drive on that as well, so we'll try it with that. I didn't remember that before. Just, yeah, it will take a few seconds to load because it is quite a detailed model, and there's quite a lot of different scripts and textures and ways, meshes, all kinds of things. Because it is payware after all, the Polylight. So yes. Yeah, I know it's a bit annoying, the constantly loud traffic noise right now. Which one? Let's go for the HEV 3-speed. So I think it stands for Hybrid Electric Vehicle. It's alright. I'm glad it's alright. Thanks. That's alright then. But it will still be quieter when I'm actually driving. And it'll take a while to load because it's... Oh yes, I've always said why. Like this. I mean, manufacturer spec 1, I think that should be fine. And then the depot is alright. Registration. What sort of registration should I choose? If anyone has a suggestion, now would be the time to voice that. I mean, it isn't really that important, but still, if someone wants a specific registration, anything. Alright. Yeah, I knew what you meant, but it is a good suggestion as an actual, yes. Yes. Alright. I mean, if I had left it blank, it would just be SP something something, like some digits, and then 3 letters. Because in the UK it's usually, the registration is usually 2 letters, 2 digits, and then a space, and then 3 more letters. So it'll have put SP because 2D Polygon have made that way, I believe. And then some random things after that, I believe. But yes, this is much nicer. For this purpose, at least. Alright. Now we're spawning in. There we go. And I will turn the bus around because I'm going the other direction. And people are already queuing up, but I'm not in service right now. Alright. Here we go. So first, let's actually get into this bus. Okay, press the emergency door button. If it would work, like this. Okay, just jump over that. Right, here we are. Close that again. That was weird. That's a really weird sound. I think it shouldn't be like that. Anyway, we'll start it up now. Yeah, it's really BP, this bus. I think it's low air pressure. Oh, please wait a few moments, calm down. I mean, I don't really need the ticket now because I'm not in service and just want to check this, the new bit out. So we'll just, for some reason it isn't, working. Like this. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, the parking brake is on. Now it's off and that beeps. Maybe it's still low air pressure. Right, I'll just log in real quick. Driver login. ID, I think it's the ID. 4575, okay. Scan. Okay, enter pin. 4027. Now it stopped beeping. And I've logged in. To a polygon, new duty. I mean, I don't have one, so no. I hope it won't beep now. Nope. I have no idea what's causing this. I'll try to go downhill to maybe... I'll just try that. That worked. Huh. That's strange. I'm sure that I just don't understand it yet. I think it was low air pressure. I mean, it's still beeping. Oh, is the door open? Oh, it's opened again. Now it's offset. Oh no. I think this stage should be closed, but I'm not sure how to close the doors. Oh, this is strange. Like this. And then close them all together and then drive off. Now it works. Lock first, close, then unlock. Or that lol. Yeah, thanks, but yeah, it worked now. If we drive... Actually, I'll do this again. It sounds a bit strange. As if it wasn't in gear. It's really strange. I'll just stop again. Engage the parking brake. Brake. Then drive gear. Disengage the parking brake and then drive off. Now it works. That's nice. Alright. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Oh, don't mean to go off the road there. And these developers, these 2D Polygon, they've actually done it so that you can pop the windows in case of an emergency, like when the bus is tipped over or something. Like with these. Emergency exit, break glass, break safety seal, like this yellow thing, and then strike red button with fist. And that actually works, so pressing this button will remove it and break it. So I will be able to undo it, so yes. So if I click it, it actually breaks into a lot of pieces. And then if I press it again, it just magically reappears with the same sound. Alright. And also, these newspapers, these newspapers actually update. So they actually do display the current real-life front page of this newspaper, which is pretty impressive, I think, that they've actually managed to do that. I think it just updates every day and downloads an image from a site. I think that's what's happening, but I'm really not certain about that. So this is what it looks like right now, coming up into the to this area. And this will still be in the village of Sourceland. I've just not put the buildings down yet. Yeah, I really like this. It's really nice, I think. And going over the bridge here. Waiting for it to respond. Found the section I inspired from. 1 second. I will check that out soon. I hope it hasn't crashed again. I mean, if it has, it won't be that bad because it is safe, the route is safe, but yeah, I think it's crashed. Yeah, it has crashed. I close the program. I'm just going to check this out, the link. Ah, I see. That's really nice. Just gonna try to get this video on this as well. Just saying, right here, this one. That's the link. Yeah, it looks really nice. I love this bit. And all the shrubbery around, like all the shrubbery everywhere, and it's like snaking around it. I will watch the entire video after the stream. But I thought I'd show it just here so that everyone can see it. Yeah, it's really nice, and I can see the resemblance of that. Like it does look really similar. The section is pretty much just that first clip, huh? Yeah, I thought it might be. Yeah, but it is really nice. Also, have you actually been there in real life? Or have you just found that somewhere and then thought, oh, this looks really good, and then recreated because of that? If you want to answer that. Yeah, I'm just starting up OMSI again after the crash. I found it on YouTube. I was close to that place IRL too, but missed it by a few kilometers. Alright. I see. Alright, so just gonna wait a bit until it's all started. There we go. I don't want to use multi-threading because the performance can be pretty bad with these high quality buses. I don't want it to lag even more, even if it is more stable. It should be fine this time. Just take a few moments to load. Yeah, it's just loading. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just gonna wait until it's all load up. You can see everything is unlit and no services are actually lit by anything. That's basically what it means. See, now the sun's shining in and it looks better. Alright, just going to start up again. And I think you can actually turn the fan on, this fan. I think it's this button. Yes, you can actually turn that on. But I will leave it off for now because it doesn't really work. Like, it doesn't like work in real life. So, and it's just distracting a bit, like having it turning all the time. That's the gorge. And that's the road going along this. Yeah, it shouldn't have any trouble going over these bumps in the road. And you can see the traffic going up and down on that. Yeah, I really like this. And the beach down there. I think this works really well. And you just have to imagine that with all the trees on the right, maybe even on the left, and some rocks there. Alright. Actually, I will just drive the other way again. And then we'll get back to the editor. Let's put not in service in that, because we are. And you can see, anything is on the license plate. For some reason it's got these strange lines beneath there. Not sure what that's about, but yes, it is on the license plate. And you can actually take the light cluster panels off of the bus, see? You actually take that off. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe some operators don't have them. Or maybe for maintenance or something. But it's a nice touch. See, that's it without the panels, and that's with them on. Oh. Right, I think... yeah, it should be fine. And you can actually put, open the... oh, not... I'm only in that vehicle. You can actually open the engine bay door as well. Which is a nice touch. I always like that. Interesting little detail. Yes, I agree. And that's coming from the other side. And with the sun just shining in there. Yes, I really like this. There's the land going onto the road again. Yeah, you can actually pull the sun blind down. You can't really see where we're going then. Then it goes down. Then it goes up again. Then over the bridge. Right now. Well, right now. Also, this bus, it does actually come with a left-hand drive variant, with multiple actually. So if someone were to do like a more like a Central European or Eastern European route, or any other European route apart from UK or Ireland, then it would work with this bus as well. Which, I mean, I do like that it exists, and I've actually repainted from the first version of this pack, which is called the Master Light. I've actually repainted that into multiple fictional liveries, and also BVG, which is the German, in Berlin, the transport company. I've actually repainted into that. Alright, I'm just going to exit to the editor now. Actually, no. I'll leave the bus here. I won't delete it, because if I were to test it again, I'll still have the bus. And while it looks... yeah, what else I want to say? While the left-hand drive street light does look good, I think it looks a bit out of place. Like, it just looks unexpected a bit, like having this bus and then the cab on the left-hand side instead of the right. Because I'm just used to seeing it on the right-hand side. Same with this bus, the 400 MMC. Yeah, you can see actually on the for some reason on the banner. Actually, no, it is fine, because it's the first picture which it loads on the left there, and not the actual banner. Yeah, I'm just going to start the editor. I think I have put that in there. So just starting the editor. Also, Slovak. In yesterday's stream, you did say you have never heard of the Cockney accent, right? Is that right? Because Cockney, yeah, because Cockney is the Cockney accent is like from a specific part of London. The people all talk a Cockney accent, at least they used to. So it's basically like they tend to sort of if there's like a T in the middle of a word, they sort of not pronounce that. So one example, which was actually in the video I posted in the chat yesterday, is like bottle of water. So people with a Cockney accent would instead say like bottle of water or something. Or like cottage or pottery. So they'd say cottage or pottery. That's basically what it is. But there are also some more details which I don't know, because I've not got any experience in talking that way. But yes. Oh, I see. I know that accent, I just never knew its name. Alright. I thought you might know it. Also the hills are... Yeah, it's just kind of... So that's why I was confused about it. Alright. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're not confused anymore. Alright, I'm just going to add some more foliage, as it were. Like that. I mean, we'll eventually have to cover this entire bit. But I think at the well... I mean, should I insert a bus stop up here? And then maybe have a dirt path going down there to the beach? Or should just not be serviced by anything? Like for the beach right here? What do you think? Yeah, I'm just going to correct these few areas where it does go up there. I think having a bus stop here would be interesting, unexpected, unique, and creative. Well, that's quite the description. Well, thanks. Yes, I will put it there then. Alright. Where is it? Just get the asset. Well, assets, I should say. Because a bus stop does consist of quite a few assets. Because it is the... if you want buses to be able to spawn there, like to have it appear on the list, you'd have to put an entry point down and then name it to whatever this stop is. Then you'd have to have the bus stop object for the passengers to actually know that it's a bus stop where you can get on the bus. Then you need the people object to have actually people spawning there. Then you need like a shelter. It's not necessarily, but on most bus stops in the UK do have shelters, from what I know. You have the timetable casings, the pole, probably should have mentioned that first, and then before the timetable cases, and then the flag. And actually these ones up there, that's the route helper bus stop, which is when like you can enable those so that it says like arrows, if the map supports it, it has like arrows saying this route goes along this and then the other branch is off or something. And I do tend to put all of those down most of the time. Alright. I'll just get all of these assets. And I'll put them down. Back there. Alright. So just, well, where should be? I'm thinking just there. Probably, just in the bend there. By the way, I've sent the train video to Shard at his Discord. Alright. That's nice. That'll be easier to get then. Thanks. Alright, that's the whole. Alright, I think, should we have like a... I'll just put here a bit away, so like that, and then put it down for the other side. So maybe, I mean, it doesn't have to be just right next to each other. It could be a bit offset. So if you're coming up here, then you're just going along there. I think maybe here. Actually, because I think it's important that if there's like a section where you can drive more quickly, that where the bus has a lot of momentum, that you wouldn't like put it right here, so that when you have a lot of momentum going down there and up, and then you're still driving pretty fast, so you actually have time to brake. I think that's important, so I will do it like this. And generic bus stop flag. This one, I know it looks white, but it will change if I actually put something on it. Okay. Like this, and then what should this be called? What should this beach be called? If anyone has any suggestions on that, I'm free to suggestions. That's what I meant to say. A name for this beach, like just imagine like having like rocks like on here. Actually, you don't have to imagine it. I'm just going to put them down right now. Like this. Should be fine. This one like that. Alright, so just imagine the rocks and let the rocks continue back there, and then all of the trees and everything just to be on here, just basically. And then have this beach with the road, and then just a name for that beach. What name would be good for it? If anyone knows something. Just going to put the flags down right now. We can still name it whenever we want to. We don't have to name it right now. Yes, tiny gap there. This looks better. Actually, no, it's offset. Think like that. And then the timetable post, like the cases I meant. Maybe just have one per bus stop. Because some also have 2 or maybe even 3. Okay. Like this. Just save. Oh, it's floating. Didn't know it was floating. Yeah, I'll like this. That's much better. I must have had the speed set too high. I'll just lower it a bit and then I'll correct these slight issues with the terrain. Also, I might actually use the sand texture right here. I like that. That could be nice. To have like sand where the bus stop would be. Where the bus stop is. Like this, and then I mean maybe like this. I actually like that. I'm not sure about the sand right there. Actually, that could be really nice. To have like this sort of sand dune-ish area right here. Well, maybe like the European beach grass might grow. There's a error there. Like this. I'll just increase the brush size. Yeah, this will be interesting. I agree. Alright, just get, we'll just import the entire Flora 3 directory again. Be right back. Alright, see you in a few seconds, or minutes, whatever. See you then. Yeah, we'll just import the UKDT Flora 3. All of these ads. Yeah, you can see you can see the little the handle there, the slider, getting smaller as it imports all the assets. Alright, what kind of things would fit here? Texas sage. I mean, it looks like I don't know. I mean, it could fit. Perhaps. Silver cassia. I mean, actually, I'll leave this right here on the orange spot here. I'm not sure if I'll actually use it here. Perhaps. Tropical rose hydrangea. I mean, it doesn't really fit if it's like sandy. It might fit. I mean, I could just place it here. Oh, why not? Gorse? I mean, not really sure. Gardenia. I mean, this fits a bit. This fits with the rose, I think. And hawthorn. I mean, it doesn't look a bit small for hawthorn. Chinese banyan. It's really small. I mean, maybe for this. I mean, the boxwood. Huh. I'm not sure. I thought maybe like the reed assets, but I'm not sure where they are. They might be on the grasses. Yeah, I mean, I meant pearl grass. Or grass. Yes. I think this could fit really well here. I will put that here. Yeah, I actually will leave the what's it called? Texas sage. I will leave that there. I am back. Welcome back, Slovak. Yes, I've just placed some pearl grass and a gardenia and a rose. That's all I've done. Thanks. No problem. Oh yes, I've just placed a few of these assets, because I would think they fit really well here. I will mix it up with a few other assets. I mean, I could, because I now know from the previous stream that I can actually resize these assets. So I could make a huge one of these. I'll just try this real quick. I probably won't leave it like that. Ah, yes. Well, not quite. 10? Nah, it's even more. 50. Like that. Just have that. Maybe not that huge, but maybe just make a forest of that. I mean, that could be quite a surreal journey. Have this huge grass or grass growing there. The ratio is a bit too large. There's 20 and then 1. Yeah, I meant like this. So there's just a bunch of these along the road. I mean, yeah, it'd be easier if it kept the size. Or should I just keep one of those just there, just as a joke? Or like a landmark, even. I think that would be nice, if a bit unrealistic. What do you think? Does that look good? Have this huge pearl grass beside the road? Or maybe make it a bit smaller, perhaps? Hairy Malik. I don't think that will work as a tree in this area. Alright. Yeah, That does make sense. But I will instead just do a slightly larger version. Well, not smaller. Actually, I will put that there, and then just do a slightly larger version of that, like this. I mean, you can't. No, you can't really notice that. E6. And that's too large a bit. I will leave it at 5 then. Have it like sort of right around there. I think that could look nice. As a grass or bush, it fits well. Yes, I agree. I will leave it like this then. Alright, Japanese bloodgrass. This one. I mean, maybe? We just have a few of those. I think that looks alright. And quite unique. Featherreed grass. Oh, this one. Yes, we'll definitely have those. I do mean that. That's actually what I intended to place first. Like things like these. But I couldn't remember what they were called. Yeah, that's what I actually imagined to what I actually meant to place down here. I think that look really good when it's all placed. Like this, maybe we use a few more of the others. Alright. They actually look significantly different. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of blocking the view into the area. Maybe move them a bit out of the way. Then the second as well. Maybe just like that. I mean, it kind of blocks the view of these. So maybe not not put that there. The 3 again. I mean, probably not. Giant miscanthus. That could look good. Just having mixed with that. Flowering grass. I think that's the brown one. Yeah. I mean, maybe on this orange spot. I've already got the Texas sage there. Actually, maybe if I made it smaller. This one, not the Texas sage. Actually, try that. Make that a bit smaller. Yeah, like that. I like that. I think this looks alright. And good, actually. And I will actually place the shrubbery around this new area right here. Because I do want to see what it looks like with that. I think this will look really good when it's done. Yeah, maybe not block the bus stop. I mean, unless you want to trick the drivers when they're driving here, and they see bushes, and then there's a bus stop there, and then they screech to halt right there. I mean, well, it wouldn't really be tricking because they can still see the grass, which indicates the bus stop. I will just move it a bit away. Then put those around there. Maybe also use a different kind of bush. Oh, these ones. Right, I mean, they might have looked better there, but I think we'll place a few of them in between here. I mean, it's kind of huge. Maybe like this. Ah, yes. I think this will look better. Make a bit smaller. Because they are quite large. Maybe like that. So it's some are smaller and some are larger. Maybe just... I think add a smaller one right here. Maybe 4 instead of 3. I think of this. I think this looks much better. And maybe also use that bush. I'll save. I mean, does that really fit? I think it might. Maybe if it's mixed in here as well. So not all of the bushes look the same. Just like this. I mean, I think probably. And then I'll just I will use these here and then put the others on top. Yeah, I think this already looks quite good right back there. I think it really makes this. I mean, if there was just trees all along there and just the typical row of bushes beside the street, I think it'll look a bit bland, a bit like. I mean, it will still look good, but it will. I think it'll look a bit less unique than this, definitely. Just drag the bushes along this. I mean, it isn't really dragging. I think we'll have a few rocks right here, right next to the street, and have the bushes continue along the top here. I mean, they are overhanging quite a lot, so I'll move them a bit back. I mean, it should be fine. I mean, let's continue placing these, and then we'll place the rocks, and then we'll just adjust the bushes to the rocks. Bushes! Yes, indeed. I know why you said that. Yes, alright. Like that. Alright. Close that off. I really like that, like this little snug area of the sand and these tropical plants. Well, for the UK anyway. Well, sort of tropical. And then have this like the bushes around that. I really like that. All right, and then we'll place the rocks, or the rocks. Here we go. I don't think I bank it this much. I think probably something like that, and then moving it a bit like into the terrain like this. I think this look good. And maybe do change the banking a bit the other way. Then maybe here go this way. And maybe raise that up a tiny bit more. Well, not lower. Like this, and then place some more of the bushes. Because I thought they would like overhang the cliff, but it'll be fine because the rocks will be there, so you can't see that. So we'll just rest on the rocks instead. Oh yes, I'm really liking how this is coming along. that. Then we'll have the trees up there. Then go down there. I mean, now I can see the overhang. Where what I mean is like where because they are the actual object is there on the ground, but then because it's like on the slope, you can see it like standing out there. And I don't really like that because it makes it look much less realistic. This will look really good when finished. Yes, I agree. I'm glad you think that as well. Right, maybe use these in this area. Maybe if I sunk them down again. Actually, maybe if I made it much larger and then sunk it down. You're doing an amazing job so far. Well, thanks a lot, Slovak. I appreciate it. Yes, so how will we do that? So 10 and 2. I don't think I'll change the ratio. I'll just I meant like this, and then maybe sinking it down so that like this. Yeah, it's still a tiny bit. All right, like that. I think this could look okay. This could look good. Then maybe place a few like yellow flowers in there. I think that would look really good. Maybe stop the lighter bushes now. Okay. Like this, and then I'll just grab the flowers. I think I'll probably be able to find them pretty quickly because I have placed them down before, just a few minutes ago. I think when you were away for a few moments. Where were they? Alamander? I mean, I don't think that. No, it wasn't that. I think it was gorse. Yeah, these ones. I think I should place these right here. I mean, like in the UK, there's a lot of these thorny bushes, like these they sort of look like those, like this one. They've got a lot of like yellow blossoms on them. They're really pretty, but they've got a lot of thorns on them. I'm not sure what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but they can be found a lot of places, like especially in Devon, on the coast, like along Exmouth, I think, in that area. Some. And they sort of meant to simulate that a bit. Like those bushes. What are those called actually? Alright, that. And then maybe if I... Nah, not these. Maybe the O3s. I mean, no, I think this looks alright. I might place some European beach grass down there. Actually, or maybe Timothy grass. What does that look like? Yeah, I like that. That looks really good. I don't think I've actually used that on this route before. Or anywhere, for that matter. I mean, maybe not that many. Because, yeah, I think I'll just place a few of these. Because it shouldn't look like... Yeah, I don't think it'll look that good if there's so many of them. Maybe just a few in the other grass. Or grass, rather. Maybe up here a few. Yes, I like that. And then maybe actually place some in here as well. Not sure which one. Maybe the 2 one. I mean, perhaps. some of the darker ones. Maybe down, maybe where the shrubs are. And I will actually place the actual bus stop objects as well, because I do actually want them to work. So I'll first place this one, which will move a bit upwards so that the double-decker buses don't clip through it. And this should probably be fine. But what do we call it? Because we don't know. We don't know the name of the beach yet. Because the 94 will go along this. I'll just call it generic beach. Well, actually no. I'll just call it beach at the moment. And when we've actually got a name for it, I'll replace that text. And actually I'll do the same for the flags as well. Just call it beach. And on this one as well. That one. Like that. And then we've actually got a name for it, I'll replace those. So that's just the route markings, like the route helpers I meant. And now is actually the time for placing the people down, which don't have to elevate because it's not on the sidewalk or pavement, it's just on the ground. That's good. Also beach, I mean I'm not sure if I have to name those, I don't think so. Actually, have I named those on the other stops or not? Because I'm really not sure now. Have I named the people objects? No. So we won't have to name those. Yeah, I didn't think we would, because that was the only property you can give it. So yes, I'll also, you can see if it's the right way up, the word people, then they stand like facing that way. So we'll place those in this direction. Or I could also place them like this and then they're just looking out to the sea. But I'm not sure if it'll still work then. I mean, probably would. But it won't really make sense to have the people who are waiting on the bus to look at the sea, like all of them just facing the sea. Now bus stop. Right there. Direction of the street is upwards. Alright. Options. Name beach for now. Entering passengers maximum. I mean 10 is probably fine. Minimum, I don't want all of them to always watch. Alright, gotta go prepare for my stream. See ya. Alright, bye Slovak. It was really nice for you to join in. I'm going to... See ya. Yes, I'm going to have to end the stream in 9 minutes anyway. When you're starting. So yes, thanks again and bye. I might, actually, I might join in your stream as well later on, maybe, probably. But yes, bye for now. Alright. Docking distance, 10 meters, I mean 15 maybe. Alright, entrance, exit side, 1, because they should board on the left side. Actually move it to there. Alright, bye bye. Thanks for the stream, or thanks for the stream. Yes, you're welcome. Bye then. Okay. Actually, I'll call this beach P because it's Pondlestead bound, and then this will be beach T because it's Tossington bound. Alright. Like that. Entry point, why not? I think it'll be helpful. I mean, not right now, but I think it'll be helpful in the future. So it's beach T. And then over here. left beach P. Okay. Like this. And I think that should be the stops done. Just put the dirt path on it. Okay. Just going from here. Maybe make the grains start like 10 maybe. Actually no, maybe 30, and then I'll put into the ground a bit. Not 61, 6.1. Like this. Probably. Actually I do it like 25 and then I'll bring it down 0.5. Maybe it shouldn't be that long. Maybe like 1.8 and then have this curve down immediately. Not that much, but maybe close. Maybe -50. Then maybe like 0.02, maybe 0.01, like that, and then make it go down. Yeah, the stream is ending in 5 minutes. Just quickly make this path and then I'll end it. I mean, in real life there would probably be steps here, but there aren't any in OMSI. I would have to do it with like pavements, like all of the pavements, like really short bits of them. And that's extremely tedious. And I'm not sure if people actually pay that much attention to it anyway. Because they'll just see, oh, there's a path going down that. Might actually leave it like that. Actually, I will actually put into the ground. I mean, actually, -40. -50, -45, -40, like that. Just lead it down there. Maybe even curve it. That would be a nice idea. Not that little. Not that much either. -45. Well, -50, like that. I would go down there. Might just I will just place some more bushes probably for the rest of the stream, and we'll drive this bit then on the next stream. Actually, I will read out the page to see if there's any more people. I've not done that in a while. No, there aren't. Right, I'll just place some of these bushes and then yes, that'll be the stream. The end of the stream. Alright. So just placing bushes. Just place them down there. I mean, I'm not sure if the sand should go all the way up there. Now, I'll erase some of the sand. Or soil. I mean, it is sand in this case. Like this. Alright. That looks good. I'll just place some more bushes. Yeah, in 2 minutes the stream is going to be over. I think that'll just be enough to place some this bit of these bushes right here, just to finish this little area off, and then it'll be the end of the stream. One minute left. I think it should match quite perfectly. Right, then some of these. I mean, maybe I'm just gonna place them here. I might delete them later on. I mean, they look a bit trimmed. Yeah, I might delete those later on. I mean, they could be natural. Okay, I'm just placing them here. I thought maybe if the terrain's a bit yellower here, maybe the yellower bushes would fit more. Alright, it's 7 o'clock now. So we'll end the stream. Okay. Actually, I forgot to place the yellow ones right here. So that's just what I'm going to do really quickly. Just a few of them. Actually, right back there. Yeah, it just goes all across that. Yeah, I'll just in a few moments I'll end it. Just want to look good for the end. I mean, I think this looks good. Like this. And like that. Okay. So yes, that's where I'm just going to switch back. I'm actually going to, that's saving, and then quit it. And I'll go back to this screen. So yes, well, thanks for watching, everyone. And well, yes, that's the end of the stream then. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And well, yes, goodbye then. Yes, bye.